This conference comes at a very important time in Afghanistan's history, I would say a turning point. It's not difficult, and many have done so, to highlight the changes made since the fall of the Taliban regime 13 years ago. Most of the credit for those changes should rightly go to the Afghan people. But we also know how important it has been, the support from the people in the international community to Afghanistan. The EU and our member states have contributed more than $13 billion since 2002. And even more, I think we should acknowledge the sacrifice made by many soldiers, police, including from our own EUPOL mission, and aid workers in Afghanistan. People from all over the world, including Europe, side by side with their Afghan colleagues and often with their Afghan friends. This support has to continue. But it's time for a turning point also in the way we support Afghanistan. Now it's the right time for the international engagement to be changing. Afghans have increasingly taken the lead responsibilities in all areas across the country. The European Union and its member states have already defined the way we will change to operate in Afghanistan. Our new strategy puts the emphasis on supporting the development of Afghanistan's own institutions that are critical for ensuring the legacy of the international engagement. The legacy can be, an Afghanistan that enables its people to live in the peace and prosperity to which they legitimately aspire and that they finally deserve. It has been good to see the plans that the National Unity Government has for further progress. And I would like here to bring our sincere wishes to the new leadership of the country. There are many salient points. I want to pick up two that, in my view, are critical and need greater attention and support from our side. First, justice. Afghans have had little chance to experience the rule of law in the last 35 years. A justice that can be bought is not justice. Neither is the misinterpretation of the Islamic principles of justice that Afghans had to suffer under the Taliban. What we need now is to see the development of a system where every Afghan stands equal before the law, a concept that is cherished in Afghanistan as it is in Europe and in many other parts of the world. And that must mean every Afghan, Pashtun or Tajik, Sunni or Shia, rich or poor, adult or child, man or woman. The key to having greater equality of women in Afghanistan is not just to have more laws saying they are equal, but the consistent implementation of the laws that are already in place, starting from the ones on violence against women. And it also means recognizing women's value in institutional or in public life for what they can bring, for their capacities, not for their family names. On justice, I welcome the appointment of a new Chief Justice and a new Attorney General. Now we need a concerted effort to drive reforms across the whole of the justice system. The second point I would like to raise is the need, the opportunity, I would say, to give power to the people. For too many Afghans, their experience of what the state is that it's something far away, or even worse, something to be avoided. It can be an influence that stops the right thing happening and gives power to those with wealth and status. That is wrong under any system. What needs to happen now is to take power from the big ones, the important ones, and share this power with the men and women who have been excluded from having a say over their lives and the future. That requires a program of decentralization that pushes power from the national level to the province, from the province to the district, from the district to the community, and I would say from the community to all Afghans. We know that means also that we will have to continue to empower and to work with civil society, starting from those young people we've seen in the video. And that is not only the future of Afghanistan, but also the present of Afghanistan. There's a third element I want to stress. The new Afghan leadership has started with important visits in the region. And I think it is important to take this opportunity to remind all regional actors, some of which we heard just now, of their responsibility, their chance to support a stable and secure Afghanistan, which is in the interest, as you just said, of also the neighboring countries. These changes, together with the changes set out in more detail in the paper from the government of Afghanistan, can contribute to the real change we all want to see. And most of all, the change that Afghans want to see. The change is that Afghans themselves are and can be really the ones taking the decisions and shaping the destiny. This is the real turning point we are all called to make real today and tomorrow, and possibly together. Thank you very much.